complete the 9 of them, you are the, of course, everyone, best. And by this way, using this, we can focus on our presentation. And if possible, after that, could you write some other keywords, describe the autism or special education anywhere. Now you have 1 minute to write down 9 keywords about the autism, please. What? 9 keywords. 9. 9 keywords. Describe the autism, what you know or heard, or what I am gonna talk about the autism. Just guess 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 words that include autism. Yes. And when you hear during my presentation, please tick that word. That's the bingo. Now you have 30 seconds. Anyone done? Complete? Or? Let's start, because I have so long presentation, especially when we enter the autism area, especially in the autism. We have lots of things to discuss, explain, understand, lots of issues. So I will try to finish at this exact time, but I think we have enough time until 5. 1 hour is not. Okay. This is Ümit, Savaş, Taşkesen. I'm working at the Necmettin Erbakan University Special Education Department, and also SOBE Foundation with my colleague. I will try to show you the wide screen of the autism and how treat the autistic children. We are not gonna work with the autistic children, so just I would like to give you an idea how to dealing with or working with them, but I will especially because of our project main aim, show you to or give you to what kind of cultural heritage, artworks, or the other issues interest the autistic individual, and 2 or 5 days ago, I have written a story, which is the main output of our project to explain, but I didn't apply any autistic individual. Let's see. Start with the autism spectrum disorders, a short history of the special education. We are in the now. Inclusion movement, inclusive cultural heritage, but when we look back in the past, how we gone and came here. Short history. In the early 18th century, isolated schools, the autistic and the other individual isolated from the community, and until 1920s, they closed in the institutions, all the kind of the individual, Down syndrome, the other ones, and legislation changed. Today, general education and inclusion education movement changed the community, mind, everything, and now we are here. So all of these advocacy group, public pressure, change the community view. I don't know, have you ever heard the eugenic means? Of course you. Eugenic means eugenic gain, which means no disorder in your heredity. If you would have any kind of disability people in your siblings, no one wants you to marry or whatever. That's the idea of eugenic ideology. Let's see the autism history. Don't worry, short history. Gonna be. There is 3 levels of explanation of the autism, which is, first one is the biological neuro developments. Neurologic means that affect the brain. Development means the cognitive skills, and according to your age, all the development issues. And the other one is cognitive. When combined with all of these explanation, we see the different type of very different kind autistic individual. We can't see one type of autistic individual. What I mean, I will explain. This is the time when the autism outbreak Dr. Connor and the Dr. Asperger at the same time coming to here, and Dr. Lorna Wing, psychologist, and Simon Baron Cohen. I will explain what they explain. And now we are here. Nothing about us without us means neurodiversity movement comes from with the autistic individual. And they say if you have a policy, you should include autistic individual, because this is all about us. If we don't agree with this is not with our rights or education or view of the thinking of the life. So, as you know, autism affects 3 of social communication, testing theory of mind, sensory issues. We will focus on next presentation, and especially restrictive and behavior issues. let's talk about which autism we are talking about. This can be vary from there, but I especially chosen these scientific researchers. First one, basically, we focus on the Leo Connors, who described the autistic individuals' skills and problems, and we still using his symptomatic and criteria today. The other one, Dr. Hans Asperger, which is described at the same time in Austria, but his mind of stereotype of autistic individual, we call it especially ASP or Asperger, more clever than these ones. Lorna Wing, and I especially wanted Simon Baron Cohen, which is discovered the mind theory, Cambridge Autism Research Center, and also John Sinclair. John Sinclair is the neurodiversity movement's head. These all autism show us what the spectrum means in the autism spectrum disorder. I just want to explain what kind of autistic individual different from us there. Because when we talk about autism, some of them very, very heavy, profound mental retardation and low function autism. You can't see, you can't move, you can't eat, you can't go to the toilet, and then you may ask come some question in your mind. If there is a kind of autistic individual, how can we include in the cultural heritage? Yeah, because without any words, eye contact, but this is IQ level from heavy to mild one, moderate. In this area, lots of autistic individuals describe the same, only one word, autism spectrum disorder, since 2013, DSM-5. Before that, you can see, or in the literacy, Asperger syndrome, pervasive development, and high functional autism, low functional autism, etc. But now we use only one word, autism spectrum disorder. But does it change? No. Everything's same, but label or sign is same. Autism spectrum, but individual is different and somewhere in the spectrum. We call or we use your son or your girl or whatever, somewhere in the autism spectrum. Where? When we study, treat, and then trying to make them higher level or learn, teach this. This is the interesting books I am impressed after I read. Simon Baron Cohen says that how autism drives human invention. He suggests that the invention idea or working mind is the same as the autism, the way of working mind. And explain from the old times, discovering of the wheel to today, give some extra. And we see some artworks of the autistic individual paint. Compare with this, how can some autism individual do this in the there? But We are the focus on the maybe who visit the museum's cultural heritage could be in this area. We may meet at our works. The other ones, my colleagues study with them at the institutions, schools, everywhere, which is the same this area. Let's see what's the autism. How is it going? Bingo. Autism spectrum, as I mentioned before, neurodevelopment disorder, affect the motor difficulties, communication, repetitive behavior, social improvement, sensitivity, change, and stimulation. And also, I would like to ask a question. Have you ever met an autistic individual before? Who won? Now. The other one is met now. I am. Just kidding. This area, neurological differences, and see the spectrum affect all the information process, executive, sensory process, repetitive behavior, motor skills, preservative, thinking, verbal and nonverbal communications affect every area of autism. I mean, when I see this light is so strong, this took me. Let's play the sensory issue. We would like to show you how we work if these sensory issues in the autistic individual work with them together. This is the show of the communication and also sensory issues, how to deal with them in the SOBE. Just this is some kind of sensory toys or materials we use according to autistic individual needs in the education section. Try to test, touch, feel, everything. Oh, sorry. Siz açıklayabilirsiniz. We are trying to connect. I can continue. That's the spectrum, different color, different ability. How may this feel you? This is the type of kind of the soft, hard, according to individual needs. And we use to make them relax to teach effectively to them. This is not work or study with the sensory issues. We trying to pull up to barrier to sensory issues and also shape form like feel to relax. It's not a shampoo. From 1944 to now, we still don't know what caused the autism. 50% of this for the genetic one. But what exactly caused autism, we still don't know. Just guess and keep on keeping the study which DNA or the other issues affect the way of the brain. But when we look at the percentage of the autism, 36.1%, we see the autistic individual, every age, every country, race, gender, etc. Some symptoms. This is the Lorna Wings describe the autistic individual. I say that they are different. Some autistic individual is aloof, like this, as if live in another space, life, no connection. Some of them is so passive, like a robot. Put him here, still, until you order or say something, stay there. The other one is odd one. You may see mostly so interactive, uncontrollable, touch, ask, hit, something. Basically, three types, according to Lorna Wings, autistic individual describes. We say social interaction, communication, and limited repetitive, as we see the picture now. Let's carry on. Şimdi nasıl çalıştığımıza başlayalım. Short demonstration about how to work on some educational approach. We know we are not going to educate and work with the autistic individual, but just we would like to express or explain how we work and what kind of autistic individual from bottom to the, and what's going on in the classroom, clinician. Let's see. Calling Sharifah's name, but never interest. Yeah. I would like to introduce, maybe you already know the Temple Grandin, which is the famous autistic individual. His mother, when the Temple Grandin signed as an autistic, and his doctor said during the 1950 time, says, close her into institution because no way to educate them. But his mother, her mother, resisted this decision and insisted without any special education methods using these words, teach the words to Temple Grandin without any eye contact, every word trying to say this, look at me, say this, anytime. I think the motherhood sense show her to how educate her children, and then this effort reached to, she's in the professor at the Arizona, or we will see it. And now it was for the Temple Grandin's mom, and we are still doing the same things in the SOBE. Sorry. Teaching the word same. Maybe she was the inventor of these methods. Asking him, touch your nose, take this, match the words. Wow, good job, well done. To reinforce. By using these special methods to one word, one, teaching them to how to think, learn, communicate, and everything's what human beings do. The other one, difficulties in communication, delay in speech or no speech at all, no words, and having difficulty in understanding and using body language. Yeah, let's see.
What do you want? Can I help you? Can I help you? Can you show me? What do you want? Toilet. We can go. Come on.
Yeah, we use the symbol, visual aid, visual clue, we call it a PEGs. If the child use no words or no words, but they still know using the picture, and we are trying to communicate by using the visual and basic things. Autism is the visual thinker. See the most before the words are actually all the humankind things are using the visual as well. This is the limited area of reflective, and you see the spectrum, fixation, depression, aggression, social difficulty, all these things we see the autism. Let's see sensory issues. This is a series about the atypical. I can suggest you to watch to understand how autism individual comes into school and which barrier or difficulties they feel. This is the sensory, how to problem or meltdown break out. This is his psychologist, discuss something bad about this, and after Sam lose his control and affect the community and every light, everything. I just would like to show you if this is repetitive, how to calm, control himself, says the words he likes, saying making them relax, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, or take a breath, but it can't, and then
Emotionally self-regulated.
yeah, and then still going, rising up the problem, and everything disturb him, problem, voice, movements, lights. This is the we call sensory issues. Sensory integration is not functional mostly, and the problem. I just would like to highlight the behavior or some words of the driver. Driver called Sam's father and mother, the calling some problem for the Sam. And driver says the father, I didn't do anything. As Sam getting on the driver, I drive very carefully because I know his problem or he's autistic and how to affect. This is the how inclusion possible. Working with the individual education issues on how to behave or approach them. This is a good example. That's why I have chosen this part to explain this. Var mı bir şey? Ha. Okay.
You are in the crowd place. Why is it
Maybe this gives some idea of the museum's workers like using some communication visual like this. Just an idea. If the autistic or ASD individual visits and hard to communicate or explain their feelings, we don't know. But if any communication problem break out, and official may use this just an idea. This is the autism area in the school. This mind map shows all the attention, thinking, verbal problems, or the teachers, educators, how to deal with these kind of problem in the class, in the school, assemblies, lunchtime, playtime. We can add this also the museum or gallery as well. Just explanation how difficult or so complicated problem we are working, studying with the autistic individual in the learning area, homework, self-monitoring, independent, single channel, whatever. This is the special education. Welcome on board. From that time to special education, we adopt, invent, and using some classroom special curriculum modification, accommodation, teaching strategies, change, use, and different, all type of our autism, working on the autism. What should we do? Here you are. Basic words you can have. Mm-hmm.
Because in the slides, we should know something of autism like difficulty making eye contact, repetitive behaviors, and social interactions.
Yeah.
For example, like this Şerife, and I use this to take her attention to me.
Yeah.
And when we know the person who has autism, we must be calm and patient. Avoid raising our voice or using aggressive gestures like, hey, come here. Maybe she can knowing that voice, so we cannot use it. Communicate clearly, use clear and simple language when communicating with person.
Yeah, let's carry on.
Okay.
We have limited time. Yeah.
Okay, like sit, look, or open. Do not use like, please open the door.
Yeah.
And respect personal place and space and sensitive.
Not hug.
Someone
Keep this.
wants to hug it, but someone is not like the hugging. Don't touch me. I don't like it. So we mustn't touch
This is
them.
some picture. Yeah, please. Hangisinde? Video ortadaki mi? Onu video eklenmemiş. Sorry, this is just a picture. It should be a video.
Autism is a spectrum, meaning every individual is different. They can have abilities. People should avoid judging others based on appearance or age. Autism manifests in various ways, and some individuals may have exceptional abilities despite their challenges, like they can swim very well and gain the
That shows how education changed their life, from sports to package, working, life skills, theater, everything, learning, how change their life.
Listening. If the person can communicate verbally, listen actively and give them time to express themselves.
Bileklikleri de gösterebiliriz.
If struggling, be patient and use alternative communication methods like this. Communication.
Bracelets, other ones. Mm-hmm. Communication panel and other issues, how, yeah. and how to working with them. That the Professor Ibrahim mentioned visual support, especially in the autism, and also all. When we go some country at the airport without knowing any Kirill alphabet, for example, for me, where should I go? What should I do? By using the visual pictogram, the others, I find my way or what to do by using the visual support or visual clue. This is the type of the visual or words clue and activity schedule in the educations, how we teach them using this. As you see the Sherife.
Reactions like the video, in order to understand and communicate with the autistic individual, or support person from his close circle in the process.
Don't guess or don't act this type of things you need. Just ask, how can I help you? What kind of help you need? The first one is because it could be different, their needs. That's because, I know Ugur needs water, without asking Ugur. Or any autistic individual, we should, what do you need? How can I help? To understand the problem and solve that. This is the similar one. Use simple and short sentence, gestures, mimics, and support your words by using gesture and mimics. Get them in touch to communicate firstly, and then carry on to interrupt him without asking too many questions. Oh, what do you want? You have a problem? What do you need money? Or water, juice, water, all these things comes into at the same time, make so complicated and cause the lots of biggest problem. We used some reinforcements is very important to teach and concentrate with them. We use in the education. Matching and playing every skills in the area one by one according to autism curriculum we follow. We assess them, which level of development level, decide and then teach after that level explanation. Playing skills, the communication, everything. But as I mentioned before, we are not going to teach or educate. Let's carry on to daily life skills, cooking, making tea, coffee, everything we teach, we can teach. And special education we use, or our colleagues, we educate the teachers, special education teachers at the university, like Professor Ibrahim, Tezcan, and we, and peers interactive, the social interaction and communication problem. After one level, we try to meet or teach with the interaction their peers at the same. Because education, special education says the less limited, en az kısıtlayıcı ortamdaydı. Less space. We use all the communication tools, invent, adopt, and like this, you can pass it on. This is the skills we use, all the area, connection, look at me, works, and then let's see our main area. This was about the education part of the autism. And let's focus on interesting area of Savaş, movies, books, and the other one. She is the Temple Grandin, voice of the voiceless. Until she published their book, Thinking in Picture, and with the psychologist Oliver Sacks, we didn't know how autistic individual thinks, see, understand, affect their life, their mind. Because of, Temple Grandin says, I am giving news from the inside autism. Because you know autism is automatic. Close the other world. This is the type of the Temple Grandin invent a way to animals moving to area like this. This is the part of this movie, her life, how to draw that pictures, trying to find an easy way to move animals. Because as she was working with the farm, see there's some problem, and then trying to design an easy way to get them to factory, meat factory. We say the visual thinkers is autism like this, plan the all. She's trying the visual thinking. This is the photographic mind and keeping in mind all the things. And drawing his way of the productive way. And then carry on. Temple Grandin is well known around the world as an autistic individual, especially books, some conference, every time. She's still alive and working at the university. I just wanted to give some extra autistic individual, the sculptors, and also this is the, you may notice that the first of the drawing autism cover, this picture from the autistic individual drawings, arts, portraits, and they explained what inspired them to this. I tried to give some example. Maybe this movie, Rain Man, you may already watched. Dustin Hoffman met Kim Peek's. Kim Peek's life or skills inspired this movie. That movie made so popular autism all around the world. Everyone see or autistic children. And Kim Peek's life or skills is so interesting. They called Kim Pooter instead of computer. When she read something, he said read something, keeping in the memorized. Let's see how work it in the Temple's life. French teachers asked Temple Grandin to open and read that book's part. He said, open and read it. Temple said, I already read. Teacher didn't believe her, and then asking question. And tell me, what did you read? And answered everything without knowing any French. Teacher asked her, have you studied or read before? She said, no, just I have read. How did you keep in your mind? Didn't anyone work or can keep that knowledge in their mind? Don't you do like me? He thinks everyone can do this. This is how autistic individual using the details and the other art piece of that from that book. Autistic individuals express their feeling, how to see words, and by using this and the other specific knowledge, I would suggest some criteria how to deal with. This is some books, movie about the different type of the autism mentioned, like Sam and Atypical, Rainman, especially Temple Grandin, his books and movie, whatever. Yes, we are here now. What kind of artworks or cultural heritage interests impact the autistic individual? We have some toys like this. This is the, suit for the autistic individual, because symmetry, something's pattern on it, change. So geometrical abstract art, fractal art, optical illusions, scientific illustrations. I will show you some picture of these details. Digital art, hyper-realistic paintings, pointillism, mathematical visualization like this. This type of artwork or cultural heritage may interest the autistic individual, especially in our focus on the project output. We will write a story of the cultural heritage, and maybe this gives an idea or criteria how to choose the art, cultural heritage issues, things. This is the patterns. You notice the pattern seeker Simon Baron Cohen. Pattern things interest the autistic individual, especially. Discover this. And artistic, as you have seen, Frank Lloyd Wright's blueprints, falling water, drawing may interest their interest, because Cohen called the autistic the pattern seekers, seeing the behind the what's going on, like the mathematics and this type of thing. Geometric abstract art interests them, may interest them. Fractal art, like already you had. And relativity, optical illusion is, challenge perception, potentially engaging the autistic individuals. And also scientific illustration from Leonardo da Vinci's detailed sketch. See the mathematics, pattern, everything detail may interest them, and focus the detail and pay attention all the detail. Digital art, tessellation, like this type of artworks may interest them, like the other ones. 10 basic principles we may extend during our project. This is just draft. We can work on it. We need to use visual precision, logical structure, factual language, sensory details on the piece, works, technical information, historical concepts, I think you may discuss about the historical concepts before the learning disabilities. Visual aids to understand, and then you can or we can create art stories engaging accessibility for autistic individual. I hope you like. This is the story of Mona Lisa. I have written that for the autistic individual by using that. Maybe we can explain and compare with this, how Mona Lisa can be explained to autistic individual, writing basic story. I think this is the main output, right? Our project output, okay. This is gives the detailed pattern mathematical issues for the autistic individual. Like this, after they read this story, may interest and focused and make more accessible for the autistic individual. We can send this story. This is just draft for the project. We have to extend this story. When we describe the works to autistic audience, this is the main order area we have to deal with it. Underlying the mathematical geometric principle, composition, the color use, historical context, maybe cultural context as well, and relates to scientific or technological concepts, any patterns, symmetry, repeating elements in the works. We highlight these type of specification and precise material tools used in the creation. Let's see what the other type of the cultural heritage in the museums or gallery may interest them also. Antique astronomical instruments, mechanical clocks, early maps, and medieval illuminated manuscripts, lots of this. And then this is the sense how inclusion possible. We talk about the autistic individual sensory issues, noise, light, and is it possible to go and graduation party to include the autistic individual? Yes, if we want, we can, and show us how it's possible. Party without music, noising, but this party show us it's possible to include the autistic individual in the party. Make them relax, and then everyone using headphone, have special same things, and dancing, singing, and also Sam can join. And then especially these blue lights prefer to choose to make autistic individual relax. And do you see the penguin igloo, which is the Sam fond of the that north area penguin, preferred or designed everything in the party for the Sams include the school graduation party. And there is another words, no child left behind. That's the let's party. it's similar to with the other type of my colleagues already prepared some sensory issues. I didn't talk about too much things because accessible is same principle. According to individual's label, some difference can occur about. This is the example, visitors on the autism spectrum. Shows the sensory area where quite less crowded space, and then they can go and choose the place where or what time Egyptian art, and this is the great for the crowded, mostly don't go that way. By this way, using this kind of sensory map, autistic individual, there are lots of people in here, I have to go the other one, like that. Natural light, if they sensitive, and then choose the other one, space with low and subtle light. A movie about the London Science Museum. When I was in London, I visit this science museum so many times, and it's impressive things happening, and explain for the autism individual or the other disabilities what is going on, what should do, because prediction is very important for the autistic individual. What will coming up? That's yours. Yeah. That's the similar things, principles for the autistic and the other ones. Communication, especially visual arts, symbols. Before going to museum or gallery, see, and after that, that's the similar one.
We are memorizing.
Yeah, great. Awesome. Oh, yeah. If any question or please. Oyun var mı? Have you done the bingo?
Yeah.
Bingo. Who filled 9 of them? Congratulations. Bir ödül ver. We have present for this. Okay.
The question is, mostly the autism was following other difficulties. Sometimes probably like epilepsy or something like that. So when you're using the lighting systems, in that case, it's not being quite wide. What kind of other tools we can use it? Because mostly the autism was following that.
You mean the light system of sense?
See that like they are taking the attention and they are basically using something
Uh-huh.
the small one. Yeah, but with the ball.
Yeah, this ball. This is, we can use these type of things during the traveling to make the autistic individual relax, feel when you feel stress.
Epilepsy.
I see, epilepsy, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. The other suggestion for example, during the visit museum galleries and also travel by from bus to plane, we advise family to take some toys, tools to make them relax, dealing with the traveling, because without doing anything, like as you have seen the Sam's problem, where are we going, what will happen? Even in this condition, sometimes I have to move or do something or drink something to make my concentration focus on the subject. That's the human beings. I hope this presentation gives some idea about autism and what type of cultural heritage piece we can choose, some criteria, because we are talking about the spectrum. We can talk 5 days, but not enough. Every place we can discuss and discover ourselves and understanding this from basic heavy one to neurodiversity one, neurotypic issues, everything. So it was so hard for me to limit our presentation. Thank you for listening. It was great to have you. Yeah, go ahead. Can you?
When we will be communicating with them, with this narrative that we intend to write in the end, will be supported by your.
Can't hear well. Sorry.
Well, in the end, we have this digital product output that is a narrative story.
Yeah, narrative.
So, for this group, which is the preferred way to communicate? Through reading or through sound?
Visual thinking. Because of that, we support. Because of the autistic individual is visual thinkers, hard to process the voice and then see the words, connect with the visual aids and clue, integrate with, and then understand. That made more understandable than the voice. Because audio processing is so hard, even as you see on me. But when we read the text, connect, relate with the picture, that how makes possible to understandable autistic individual, that narrative, story, and others. We have to use mostly, because that can be limitation of the word they know. What's the meaning? I know this, we call sürahi in Turkish, but don't know in the Bosnian. How to communicate, see? Using these words, meaning, like learning an other language, comparing how to pronounce, connect, and then understanding. According to my experience during my London time, learning and living in a country without understanding any words, that how autistic individual felt. After I studied in the autism area, I checked myself what I felt in the London in the first year, and then this is the autism. Because I know the words, but someone is speaking, I didn't understand, and I tried to use without any pronunciation. They didn't understand me. I didn't understand with the voice. How we communicate? By using, like autism, just, I need to go, I'm hungry, by using the words or pictures like text. I discovered an application to improve my English in the London, that prologue to go, I said, oh, what a great application. Because I see the words, pictures, context, and then improved my English. I'm talking about about 15 years ago. And then in the special education area, I work and see, this is for the special educations. That's similar with the learning new language, using words, pictures, visuals. After that, receptive language. For example, in the special education autism, we teach firstly receptive words to students. We expect them to go, come, sit, without any repetition or voice. Just first they comes, understand the word, and did. After that, they gain these skills, then they can speak, talk, without taking any information as an audio, like most of Turkish people says, sorry, I can understand, but I can't talk. Why? Because there is no audio input to mind. If you listen more, and then you will speak. So, I think it's...
What about video?
Video is another specific methods we use, because instead of contact with the people, they focus on the technological issue, video, the other ones. This is more effective than as a model human.
And what about their, for instance, they have input, of course, depends how severe it is or how large, but they have, can I capitalize on the input they have from their everyday life? For instance, they live in their house, right? So they understand the house, the school, outside. Can I use this to transfer them back to history? So a house, a school?
Yeah, generalization or transition, we call this, and teach them.
That means that every time I write something, I have to know that it's a structure that they know, and I base my structure on that they know.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, and what about the things they don't know? How can I?
Let's talk during the eating something. Maybe everyone waiting to eat something, yeah? We have enough time in 4 days? Does anyone agree? Yeah. Okay, thank you. So we talk now.